Hi, and welcome to Lunch with Lisa. And today, I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin spice protein cupcakes. It's Lunch with Lisa. So I bought this silicone muffin pan. It's super sturdy. It's non-stick. It's got these awesome handles for transferring in and out of the oven or for storage. You can just hang it up. And it's made out of stainless steel and silicone. This 12-cup version makes medium-sized cupcakes. It's going to be perfect for a party. I love how sturdy this is already. It's not flopping around on me, so it's going to be really easy to transport this in and out of the oven, and I won't have to use a sheet tray. For this recipe, you're going to need a protein powder, either vanilla or cinnamon. And for the best results, use a protein blend of isolate and casein. You do not want to just use isolate protein because it will turn out really dry. Almond flour, coconut flour, calorie-free sweetener like this one from King Arthur, baking powder, pumpkin spice, 1 can of 100% pure pumpkin, egg whites, avocado or coconut oil, whipped cream cheese, Swerve confectioners, and some maple syrup, which is optional. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna add all our dry ingredients to a bowl. I'm gonna start with 90 grams of my cinnamon protein powder, which is 3/4 of a cup. And you can find links below to purchase all these items. We're gonna use 1/4 cup of almond flour, or about 30 grams. You do 28 grams, or 1/4 cup of coconut flour. Now, if you don't have almond flour or coconut flour, or you just wanna use regular flour, just use 2/3 of a cup. If all you have is almond flour, start with 3/4 of a cup and add more if the batter seems runny. If all you have is coconut flour, start with 6 tablespoons and add an extra tablespoon of oil to avoid dryness. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice. Now, if you don't have pumpkin spice, I've listed all the spices that you could use to make it taste like pumpkin spice down below. So if you have all of those, you can use those to substitute for pumpkin spice. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm gonna add 2/3 of a cup of baking sugar substitute. If you use one that's twice as sweet as sugar, just use 1/3 a cup. Now we're just gonna whisk this all together. And we're gonna use 3/4 of a cup of egg whites, or egg whites from 6 large eggs. And you're gonna use almost the entire can of pumpkin. Just gonna add 1.5 cups to my mixture and my egg whites, and 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil or avocado oil. And we're gonna mix till no clumps remain. Y'all, it smells like pumpkin pie. So we're gonna fill our cupcake liners or your silicone muffin tins about 2/3 of the way full. I'm just using this handy scoop. It's like the perfect amount for these. Okay, these go in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. I'm gonna err on the side of caution since they're smaller and go for 20 minutes. Okay, while that's baking, I'm going to get out my maple syrup, my cream cheese, and my Swerve. We're gonna make the icing. I wanna get a little bowl. Who am I kidding? I need a bigger bowl. I always go too small, and that's been my plight in life with men. So your cream cheese needs to be softened to room temp, and I'm gonna go ahead and scrape it all into a bowl, about 8 ounces. Smells so good. We need 1/2 cup of the confectioner's Swerve and 2 tablespoons pure maple syrup, totally optional. That's gonna give it a nice flavor. We're just gonna stir it all together until it's smooth. And I do have a piping bag, so you can make fancy cupcakes, or you can just put it all on with a knife. Always roll down that edge. If you have something to stand it up in, like this mason jar, that's even better. That's so smart. I'm a genius. Am I a genius? Yes. Yes, I am. Make sure you twist the top and hold it. Look at that. Taste test. If you have a Clippy, even better. I'm gonna stick this in the fridge while my muffins cook. And don't forget to lick the spatula. Oh, that's so good. So these baked in the oven for 25 minutes until a toothpick, I had to test it a few times. 25 is the magic number. So we're just going to see how well these come out of this silicone cupcake holder. And I can just easily push right up on the bottom and they come right out. Yeah, I think the push method is gonna be the method. Oh, look at that. So they're sticking a little to the bottom here, so that tells me next time I might need to rub a little bit of oil down in there. Yeah, it's kind of stuck on the bottom. That's a bummer. They're supposed to be non-stick. Oh no, some of these aren't cooked all the way. Maybe I need to cook this longer because of the silicone. Well, this just had all sorts of issues. And maybe it's the batter. That one was damn near perfect. I let these cool for about 20 minutes or so. And I want to let them cool completely here on a rack. And then we'll ice them because I don't want the icing to melt. So it looks like I had issues with the two center ones. They didn't cook as well as the other ones on the outside. So that just may be from using a silicone mold. I could have cooked it maybe a little bit longer, but then the outer ones might have been overcooked. So not as non-stick as I thought, but maybe that's just because it's my first time using it. And maybe I could rub some little oil on there, make it a little bit better. Or next time I'll just use cupcake liners. All right, they've cooled off and now they're ready to be iced. And if you really want silicone that doesn't stick to your muffins, try these little muffin liners. I just bought these and I just used them to try them out and they came out perfectly. These are winners, definitely. Link is below to buy them. All right, I have my piping bag here and I'm just gonna pipe on all the icing. Let's start with the ones that are cool. I'm definitely not a baker. There we go. If you start at the outside and work your way in, it'll look much better. Whoop. Fancy. Y'all, per cupcake with frosting is around 131 calories, 4.9, let's just say 5 grams of fat, with 1 gram of saturated fat, 10 grams of carbs, with 2 grams of fiber. So that's 8 grams of net carbs here, with 5 of those grams being sugar. And it comes at a whopping 12 grams of protein per cupcake. Dig in and enjoy these. They're so dang delicious. So let's give one bite. Y'all, these are so good. Try them today. Let me know if you do. Leave a comment below. If you like what you see and you want to help support me so I can make more of this content, there's 3 ways you can do it. You can go shopping down on my Amazon store. Just use my link and go shopping, buy anything on Amazon in the next 24 hours and I'll receive a small commission. Or you could buy me a coffee at coffee.com/lunchwithlisa. Or you can become a patron like all these lovely people and watch my videos a week ahead of time. Patreon.com/lunchwithlisa. And it's always free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. It's Lunch with Lisa. If you make them with flour, they're gonna be different kind of calories, different carbs, all that stuff. But if you follow this recipe, yeah, so good. So good.